father was a writer, and what was it like? Most of my childhood, my memories of childhood were mostly about watching Mets games on television and playing sports games with my brother. And I guess there were a lot of books around and probably conversations about writing going on. But I was usually watching TV or in my room reading or doing other games, which I won't go into, I guess. And I don't know. It never occurred to me that it was, growing up, it didn't seem very strange or unique, and it's probably informed a lot of decisions I've made, or at least interests I've had. And I love, literature and film, and that came to me from my parents. But beyond that, it's hard for me to tell, really. I guess the other thing is that I feel fortunate in that writing, unlike a lot of writers who, when they tell their parents that they want to write, the parents don't understand what they're talking about and are really upset. And I didn't get that, and want them to get jobs that will pay you more money. I didn't really get that from my parents at all. Although my mother continues to send me news articles about how much money the hedge fund guys are making. So maybe there's a subliminal message there, but they can't really get upset at me because they've set the bad example. I feel like what the kind of writing that I do and the kind of writing that my brother does and the kind of writing that my father does are all very different from each other. I would rebel against if someone asked me to write political commentary for a newspaper. I would probably not want to do that. I know I would not want to do that and feel uncomfortable and trapped. But I feel like writing, and my brother writes comedy and writes for a television show now, and which is great, and not something that I'm able to do, really. And I feel like writing fiction and writing a story about a fantastical mayor in an Italian town is very different to me than writing about Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and sort of major issues of the day. So I don't feel that it's, as much as we're both sitting down and writing, we're all sitting down and writing at some point in our days, it seems, in my mind, we're doing very different things. I guess it's nice that people value his work so much, and that I get people in New York, I suppose, are much more aware of him than maybe people in other parts of the country or in other parts of the world. But I don't. I think his columns are really good, so I'm happy to be associated with them. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's interesting the way that I think it's definitely I don't know what else I have to add about it. I guess I'm often surprised, not really anymore, but I have been surprised the degree to which people, degree to which he's part of many people's lives. And so that always interests me and fascinates me, but it's not, it still surprises me a little bit because he's my father. But I think when you're in a very micro world of New York publishing, it might be a different, he might cast a different shadow than in the real world and outside of New York. I don't feel like I need to respond to it. People refer to me by a lot worse ways. I'm happy to be, happy that I have a father whose work I'm really proud of and believe in. So I don't feel I'm proud of that, and I don't feel like I need to combat that in any way. But it's it's usually not people I know. I mean, people I know and meet don't tend to speak to me that way. It's sort of just when, I guess, people outside of my circle. So it doesn't actually, it's not something I deal with it's not something I think about very much.